Okay, so on your tabletop, you should have the following. You should have a mannequin. Today on the mannequin, you're going to be doing the brow mapping with the thread that I'm going to come by and give you. Should you want to take that thread home to practice on yourself, you can. Therefore, you should have a zip baggie on your table as well. The zip baggies are off to the side. Okay. You're going to need your white surgical marker should you choose. Your brown liner. This is also called as you saw in the video, a China pencil due to the way that it is sharpened. You have your brow sticker ruler. This is the same one we did use the other day. After today, you can throw it away if you want to keep it to practice. Only on the mannequin you can. You're going to need those things to do on the mannequin. Okay? Now, you're my small class, so in this class, because the other two are absent, everybody has a caliper. Which is this one here, this tool. Be careful because on the back end of it, the needle does come out. So don't poke yourself. But it does open and it does close. You never need to go, I mean literally, there's no one that has a brow that large, and if so, they have a really big face. Okay? So you're gonna about right here. If let's say you're going from point A to B and I'm measuring, I use that same to measure to make sure it's the same on the opposite side. Make it smaller, make sure B to C is the same on both sides. Okay? It is a measuring tool that can also be used along with or replacement of the white flexible ruler or the brow sticker. Okay, so you're going to be using those. You're going to see, as if you haven't already seen in the video I sent you, how these things are going to be used and done. Now, as you're watching that, put your earbuds in, watch the video. I'm going to come by and give you the string. I'm going to come by and give you gloves. Please wear gloves when touching the string. I mean, look, I barely touched it right here, and look, my fingers are already dirty. Does not come off of skin well, and if you see your mannequin, they're probably got lines on them because that doesn't come off easy. Please don't touch your face. Please don't touch your clothes. Please don't touch, just watch out, okay? Very, very, very messy. They do sell this, but in white. I prefer white because it blends with skin tones a little bit easier. Some stones, and so whenever you are doing yourself, great, not a problem. I don't like to pull this out for salon days because it's just really messy. We just use this to practice. Okay, now the lines that I would like at the most minimum you to do are what you see on this page here. You got the line in the middle, you've got C, and you got your D, you got your arch, right? These are and you got the rectangle. That's the most minimum I want to see. Now, if you want to go a little bit above and see and do what you see in the video that she does with the X and the whole, you can do that. That's okay. Minimum, or you can do what she does in the video. Totally your choice. So, you're either going to start with the mapping first, or you're going to start with your brows first. I suggest to do the mapping, get that out of the way. Tweezing is basic. All I'm going to do is teach you the technique of how to hold the tweezer and how to wrap your finger on the tissue and what motion you should be going at. Okay? That's all for tweezing, so you can leave tweezing at the end. You should have your palette should you want to color your brows in, okay, for your highlight and your shading. There's a little brush in there, or you can use this brush that came. It has a spoolie. You can use your brow brush to brush your hairs. This is like the Soap Brow product, but it's a wax pencil. You can use this. And the tweezers that we're using today are the ones with the holes. It's a slanted tweezer. So first thing we're going to start off with is we're going to start with, I'll give you your gloves and the string in a minute. We're going to start off with our tweezing technique. So let's take a look at that. Take your tissue. Remember, there's a folded side. Okay? And then there's the flap side. So take your tissue and put it down in front of you. Excuse me, Lola. And you're going to take your finger and your pointer finger. It doesn't matter if you're right or left hand. Just lift your left hand and go opposite. Put your finger down and close the tissue. Okay, so put your finger in the middle of the tissue and close the tissue. Okay? Make a hole, make a circle with your hand like so. And then you're going to put the tissue through the hole. Take it, scoop it, open your hands, and then just grasp the tissue. That's all. That's it. Nothing fancy. We'll do it again. You're going to open a tissue, point to the middle of the tissue. Okay, middle of the tissue. Close the tissue. Make a circle with your hand. Push the finger through the hole. Gather the tissue, like so. Okay, and open your hand and close. That's it. Now, if you have long artificial nails, that doesn't work. It pokes right through the tissue. Okay. So in that case, you might, because this is a 2-ply, meaning there's 2 layers of the tissue in there. So you have to make it thicker. This is the Kleenex, I think, kind. If you have cheap dollar store tissues, then it's even worse. So you can fold the tissue in half to make the tissue thicker. Put your finger in the middle, make a hole, and then this is your, that's it. That's all. Nothing fancy, okay? All right, so let's take our tweezer. Okay, it's a truck and a trailer. You're going to take your tweezer, you're going to match the slant against the skin, okay? If this is my client or myself, I'm going to pull, I'm going to take it, I'm going to clasp down on a hair close to the skin, and I'm going to pull. You are pulling a hair out of the body. Ouch, it's going to hurt. To relieve some of that slight pain, some have more higher pain tolerance, some don't. You're going to tweeze, you're going to clamp the hair close to the skin. Make sure not to take the skin with you. You're going to quickly pull, and then you're going to come in and scoop downwards right behind it. When you first start out, you're going to grab the hair, clamp down, pull, come in and push. Pull, come in and push. Pull, come in and push. So when you're pushing, you're kind of like softening the ouch, right? You're kind of putting pressure. Kind of when they rip a Band-Aid and they just kind of put their hand over the top to kind of ease that pain. My nail's coming through this tissue. That's the way. Once you're fast and you're getting going, it's a truck and a trailer. Now when people cut the grass, there's a truck and it pulls the trailer. When the truck moves, the trailer moves. It does this, right? So you're going to pull and it comes, pull and it comes. And so eventually you're going to do this motion, right? It goes together because you're going to go fast. When the truck moves, the trailer follows. So pull, and then right after, you got to get in there and push down on the skin so it could stop a little bit of the pain. If you pull, and then put your finger down, like it already hurt, like what's the point? Right? You want to push down as soon as you pull so you can alleviate that pain. Okay? Some people, they wrap their thumb instead of wrapping their finger. And so they'll pull down, they'll pull like this. And it's kind of like a rotating motion like this. I pull, I slide, I pull, I slide, I pull, I slide. There's different options. Some people just take it and just do, and then they swipe, and swipe. There's no right or wrong. The wrong is that you pinch the skin. Yeah. The wrong is that you grab the hair and you slowly pull, so where like the skin is doing this motion. Ouch. Okay? Those are the wrong ways. Cool? Very basic. The main thing is just truck and trailer. When one moves, the other one moves. Yeah. You're going to do it just to yourself. Yeah. Yeah, do yourself. So you have a mirror. Yeah, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It just depends. Yeah. And if it does, just go right behind it, clean it up. Now, you always wear gloves when doing this because if a client does bleed and they have AIDS or something, they don't obviously are going to tell you. And if you have a paper cut or a hangnail, then that can get into your bloodstream and, well, Merry Christmas, right? So you want to make sure to be careful and always wear gloves when you're waxing or tweezing, any of the sort, taking any hair out of the body, okay? Questions on tweezing. After you tweeze, if you want to come in and you want to use the wax pencil, if you want to brush, if you want to take and fill in your brow, go to town, okay? Questions? Okay, that's tweezing. Just open lab on tweezing, okay? All right, and you're going to do yourself. All right, let's take a look at your caliper. Your China pencil, you can, my lead is broken, but in the video also you'll see that she opens up her caliper and she is going to stain the bottom of the caliper and she's going to mark it and put some shadow or some liner on there, because then when she does this and she's going to push down, it's going to make a mark. So fill it up with product. You're going to line it up. Oh, find your C or your B, push it down, and it's going to leave a mark instead of you having to go in and draw the mark in. It's another option of how to do that. Okay? Questions? Okay, take your phone out, put your earbuds in, or if you don't have earbuds, just turn it up a little bit. Follow her and do what she does on the mannequin. She's doing it on a real person, but you do the mannequin. If you want to, no, don't do it on yourself. It's too messy. You're going to start, I'm going to come by and give you the string and your gloves. When she gets to that part, you can pick that up. If you want to start on the tweezing first, then you can start tweezing first and then go to the mannequin second. The little baggie is so that you can put the string in there, and if you like to take it home to work with, you are more than welcome to take it home. Just make sure that you bring all of your stuff back so that when we use it next week, you have it. Next week, we're going to do brow lamination, which is like soap brow, but a little bit more, not as, it's not washable. It lasts a little bit. We're going to do soap brows, and we're going to do brow tinting, and you're going to do that on yourself. Okay, so just be prepared for next week. We're also going to have our brow test, and we're also going to be doing the male brow shaping as well on our papers. Okay, questions on that? Okay, I'm going to come by and I'm going to give you your gloves and your string while you're getting your video going. I'm also going to give you a round eye makeup remover pad so you can clean up the mannequin when you're done.